Hey guys, me Tesla Blaine. I'm back again, and today my friends from Tez Launch, I guess you can say, sent me something so I can install maybe as a holiday gift for my daughter. All right, so what I have is my daughter has the 2023 Tesla Model 3, okay, the standard edition. Her car is just as basic as they came, right? So anyways, I wanted to spruce up her car a little bit, and look what I got her. I got her a Yoke steering wheel for her Model 3. Okay, I haven't installed one yet. I've installed a couple of them on my Model Y, the Juniper, but I have not done it on a 2023 Model 3 yet. So anyways, today we're going to go ahead and get started, and let's do this. All right, so here is the new one with the original steering wheel right there. And really, all we're going to do is I'm going to start off. I'm going to take off the airbag. I'm going to disconnect it, get the steering wheel taken off, and then we're switch over these components right here onto the new one, and we'll go from there. All right, let's do this. So the first thing I'm going to do here is some kits do come with these. This one didn't actually come with any extra tools or anything, but I've had this. You could use a flat tip screwdriver. You could use different things, but there's two holes here in the bottom, right here on this finger and right here on this finger, like this, and there's what's going to help release the airbag from here. All right, got that one released there. There's just a little piece of metal in there that you're just pressing on to get it to release. There you go. Okay, so it took me a little bit of time, but pushing those two, mine kept getting stuck here in the bottom, but I finally got it out. So the next thing I'm going to do is you can use, when you take this out, you carefully have to disconnect that yellow wire right there. Now you can use a couple screwdrivers, you can do different things. I personally got this little tool right here. It came with another kit of mine, so I'm just going to push it in here like this, push that in, and carefully pull it out. Just like that. Here we go. Don't touch anything on this. Put it off to the side. Now, inside here, you still have this one cord right here you got to disconnect. And that one is pretty simple. It's the purple one. Use the same tool. Push this in on the top. Push that down in the bottom. There we go. And it's disconnected right there as well. All right. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a 10mm socket right in here. Put this right in here like this. And then push down. Now, sometimes I've noticed it's going to be easier, especially if it's your first time switching out a wheel. If you've done it a couple times on one, it gets loosened up and it's a little bit easier to do. So I'm going to stand outside the car, hold on the steering wheel, and try to break it free. Lefty loosey, pushing down. Actually broke free easier than I thought it would. On my car, boy, it was hard to take it out. Okay, here we go. See right there, and I got the little bit of Loctite on there. That's all that is. So we're going to put that off to the side. Put this wrench down. We don't need it anymore right now. And now really able to just slide this out. Sometimes hit it like that. Bring it out. There we go. It's that simple. All we're going to do now is we're going to change out these mechanisms, or all this right here. We're going to change this out and put in a new one, and then we're going to come back and install. I am not going to touch that at all. You don't want to touch anything there, so leave it alone. We'll get this switch out and put the steering wheel on. So here we are. We're going to remove all this right here and install it over here. So really there's 4 screws right here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Use the T25 bit right here. This one's going to be pretty easy to take out. Let's just get this started. Start taking this apart. There's one screw still stuck in there, but that's fine. Next thing I'm going to do is start just prying up a little bit like this on these. Now that I got all this removed, one thing I did forget to do is, because this isn't ready to come out, I'm going to flip this over, and I got these 4 little plastic things right here, these 2 on each side, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Just got to push and get them started. See if I can just use this. Nope, let me get a flat tip screwdriver. Just get them started. There we go. Then carefully bring this over, and now everything comes out like this. And lastly, I'm going to turn this over. All right, so the next thing I got to do now is I'm going to push up on these 2 little wires right here to try to get this bundle to, or this connection point here, to pop up like that. Okay. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little needle nose, push in on that little black button right here on the blue thing, and help pull out that wire. Something like this, just a little sharp point. You could use a nail head. There we go. It's that simple. All right. And now, take this out. I'm going to do the opposite of what I just did and install that one. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to bring this one through here like this. And it lines up with the grooves and the blue thing right there. It's pretty simple to figure out which way it goes. Yeah. Put it in until it goes all the way in, and you can see that little black dot come through the hole right there. All right. I'm just going to take this, push it back down inside that little groove, there and there. The other thing I need to do too is make sure all these are above my plastic pieces, which doesn't matter. I can still push it in later, but that's fine. Then I'm going to come over here and carefully start pushing it in. There's nothing in your way. Don't force anything. Got that in there. Now, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put in my 4 screws before I put this piece in. Now that I got all 4 of these in, next thing I'm going to do is push these back in, make sure everything's lined up correctly. Make sure that they get clicked in the holes, because if not, I believe this has to do a lot with your horn, and your horn won't work very good. Look back here, and I can see my little clips are all hooked, so I know they're all on there correctly. And I can feel my spring action right there, so I know that's good. Got that there. Well, I just realized I made a mistake, which I think I can correct myself before I go any further. Is got to take out this little spring right here. Right here, this metal thing which is for the airbag. So to take it out, all you gotta do is we're just gonna use a little screwdriver here. We're gonna bring it around this way here, like that. There we go. And it just sits in that little groove right there. So let's see if I can put it in there without having to take everything back out. So really, put side one in. Look at that. Okay. And that's all you do. Now, I should have done this before I put all this in. But not a big deal. It still went in there because really your airbag's not going to go in if you attempt to install this without it. So anyways, it's in there. Now it's time to go out there and install it. I will say this much, that installing and switching over the components into Model 3 is a lot easier than having to do it in my Model Y. The Juniper here, you can see my Yoke steering wheel in there. There seems to be a little bit more components that you got to switch over, to where this one, it all comes out as pretty much as one piece, and then it's easy to install. So, all right, let's go put it in the car. Now that I got that ready, I'm going to look for my grooves. I see a big groove here on the bottom and one on top. Same thing there, so you can't mess it up. And there you go. If the little plastic things are clocked, you know, but just want to make sure it's in there all the way. We're going to finger start this because you don't want to cross thread it. Okay. Now I know that there's a specific torque that you're supposed to put these things at. I don't know what it is, but I'm just going to make sure it's on there nice and tight. All right, feel pretty comfortable. It's on there tight. Next thing I'm gonna do is put my purple wire here in, just like that. Make sure, oops. Okay, well, you know the horn works. And bring this guy over, install my airbag. Click it in place. And the horn will honk a couple times. There we go. There we go. All right. It's in there. Let's take a look at it. Well, I like it. Feels pretty good. All right, let's see. Volume works. Yeah, we don't need to hear that kind of music. Looks like everything else. Yep, distance between cars. All right. All right, Grok's working. Okay, all the buttons are working. Let's go ahead and put this guy in drive and take a look at it. Feel it out. I personally like the feel of the Yokes because it allows you to see everything up front. You don't have this big steering wheel right there. You can still rest your hands on it, but it feels like playing a video game. I mean, it's just, I love it. It's fun to drive. Just different experience instead of the old-fashioned steering wheel in your hand, you know? I like it. Well, there you go, man. I love this thing. I mean, I just love the way it feels, and it looks great in here. She wanted it all black, and that's what I got her. Okay. Well, there you go. Like I said, this is for my daughter's 2023, the Tesla Model 3. She had the standard edition and wanted to surprise her. Well, I did ask her, I said, hey, if I get you a Yoke, what do you want it to look like? Do you want a white one, a black one, whatever? And she's like, oh, I just want black. Yeah, I don't want anything else. So I'm like, okay, because we could have put in carbon fiber, could have gotten her all kinds of different flavors in there. But anyways, pretty easy to install. I think it's actually a little bit easier to install than my Model Y, the Juniper. The other thing is too, a lot of people's videos talk about disconnecting the 12-volt battery, disconnecting the battery underneath the rear seat, doing all that. I didn't do it, as you can see. I just installed it, took it out, put it back in, didn't mess with anything, and everything's fine. I did the same way on my Juniper. I did not disconnect any batteries or anything. If you go to plug in your stuff, if you go to plug in the purple cable or the airbag, and you got any kind of errors on your car, what I would recommend is do a reset. Hold in both buttons, put your foot on the brake, wait till the car shuts down, let it and then let it boot back up. A lot of times, if you had an error, that might fix it. Okay, I didn't have any errors, and no problems. And like I said, I didn't disconnect the batteries or do anything like that. So guys, if this is something you like, I'll have the link for it down in the description. My friends from Tesla Launch sent it to me. And guys, if you haven't done so, give me a like on the video, subscribe to my channel for more stuff. And guys, be safe out there, have fun, and keep driving. Peace.